What we have here is your current objectives, your desire. We have the Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay, intense. But generally when, we have a birthday, it's a time to reflect. It's a time to look back at the past year and see where things are at and where you want to go. So the Ten of Swords on the surface, I always like to look at the surface first. We have an air sign, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, and we have a 10 of Swords. So for some of you, this is a air sign that caused a lot of pain, caused physical, emotional, spiritual pain and tears. This card is also about animosity and disappointment. For others of you that it's not an air sign, this is just about, I do feel that this has happened in the past. I don't feel like this is actually happening in September. What I feel like is this is something that, Virgo, you are really coming to grips with. You are really coming to terms with in the month of September. This is in the past, a situation where you were out at sea, you were doing your thing, you were in your boat, you had your lights on, and everything was, going great or status quo. And then all of a sudden, this intense tidal wave out of nowhere just wiped everything out. And so that could be all kinds of things, right? It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be finances, it could be health, it could be family. But whatever this was, Virgo, is it did some damage. It kind of knocked you off the pedestal, or that person off the pedestal. And it brought a lot of disappointment. So it is what it is. And what I feel is that you're not necessarily feeling all of this pain, and you shouldn't, because it's your birthday, so you don't deserve to. But I feel that you're really grappling with it and coming to grips. And honestly, I think this is a good thing. I think this is a sign that you are spiritually advanced, Virgo, because, some people maybe won't deal with their issue for years. But I feel like, the Virgo is about separating the wheat from the chaff. What is useful from what is not useful. So for you, Virgo, you're like, you know what? Yeah, this has happened, but it's time to pull myself away from it or clear myself of the energy once and for all. We're at a 10, meaning you're not going to let this hurt you anymore. You're not, things happen, bad things happen, quote unquote. And maybe it caused you pain for some period of time, but you're over it. It's like, I'm not going to allow this to affect me any longer. And I feel the reason for this is because whatever the situation has been, it's kept you from fulfilling all of your goals and dreams. It's maybe been counteractive. And you're at that place where, and that's what kind of birthdays do, I think. On a subconscious level, we take stock of where we're at in our life. And you're ready to seek the reasons why. You're ready to deal with it. You're ready, to use your mind, your logic, your rational thought processes to deal with whatever this is. So that's your objective in the month of September. I feel that for a lot of you, it's actually going to be a very healing month. But it's healing in the sense that, like, you're really going to look at the facts. You're really going to look at, you're not as caught up in the emotions of this disappointment anymore. You accept it. It is what it is. But you have to reason and use your rational mind to come to a clear understanding. You have to make sense of it in order for you to move forward. And I feel that that's what's happening. There's also a sense of being released, Virgo, in this month. This is a month of being released from whatever that was. So we got some power going on. Okay, Virgo, so what you're currently valuing and identifying with in the month of September is the King of Cups energy. Very awesome. The King of Cups, this is a professional male. And what I love about the King of Cups is, first and foremost, it's a very authoritative energy. It's about someone that has extreme skill at what they do. As you can see, this is a professor or a teacher or a businessman, someone that is showing and, leading others, teaching the way. However, he's not cold. He is a cup. So he is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. He is in tune with his heart. He's in tune with his emotions, and he's very supportive. And so I feel, Virgo, that this month you're valuing yourself. You're saying, you know what? I deserve love and support. I deserve the love and support that I give to other people. I deserve that too. And I feel that you're allowing yourself to be surrounded by, to seek after, to value, and to identify with these types of energies. It could be water signs, or it could be your own emotions, or it could be people that are going to kind of be in this role. Now, granted, this person is still very ambitious. They are about making an impact in the material world. So even though you guys have birthdays or had a birthday, you're still working, Virgo. You're still diligent. You are still focused on your career, on your achievements, on producing, but it's connected to your heart. It's balanced. It's about supporting yourself and being supported by others. This is also about really, I do feel that with the healing that's happening for some of you Virgos, your career is part of for a lot of you, is part of who you are and your sole purpose. Or work and career. I mean, you could be just a mother, and to me, that's a career. That's a full-time career. But your heart and your spirit and, your soul of really truly wanting to help and support and connect others is strong this month. And so I feel that you have a great balance. This is also about some of you might, seeking a genuine, easygoing, good partner. And it could also be that, if you're single and you're ready to find someone, it's about finding someone that's supportive of you, Virgo, that's going to have your back, that is going to assist you in all your goals and dreams. Instead of draining you, they're actually going to be a giver to you. It's going to be mutual. So I do feel that water signs, could be very beneficial in the month of September. Okay, the possible illusion, distraction, or doubt. We have the Queen of Wands or Rods. So this is a strong fire, feminine energy in Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be a woman. It could be a mother. It could be a friend. It could be a business partner. Or it could just be the general energy of the Queen of of the Queen of Wands. So it could be a challenging personality that you could be dealing with in the month of September. The other thing that this could be a distraction or an illusion or a doubt. This is a very active energy. And so you may not be in the place to take a lot of action this month. This might be more of a month for you to just kind of spend time with friends and family, work on your own thought processes, take time out to reflect, to heal. And there could be outside pressure or someone trying to, pressure you into taking action when you're not ready to move. Like maybe like Virgo, you need to get out there. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to be on the dating websites. You need to, get a new job. You need, or whatever. This is kind of a strong, pushy energy. And you just may not be ready to do it. And this person is very persuasive. They're very strong. They're very charismatic. Like I said, it could be a female, and they're positive. I don't feel like they're wishing you harm. They just may not understand where you're at, and you don't have to explain it to them. You just have to be who you're supposed to be, live your truth, and, take their advice. But if you're not ready to do something, then by all means, don't do it. The timing may not be right for you. So a fire sign, a fire energy, someone in business, it could be related to your business or to your work. There might just be pressure to act when you're not ready to. And that kind of coincides with your path or the strategies to take. We actually have the Hanged Man. So the universe is almost saying, Virgo, you're not really meant to just jump into things right now. Like it's not the right time. As much as other people have their agenda and want you to be this or that, or think that you should do something, this is kind of you testing the waters. You're kind of putting one foot out and one foot back. And even when you're stepping out, you're kind of hesitating like, am I sure I want to do this? Because this is about, kind of still hesitating, still feeling uncertain. This month I feel like you're clearing things out, you're healing yourself, you're, removing what you no longer need. And that's going to take time. that is, you know, that is very important work. This is also about being patient with the process. And I know that's easier said than done, especially if you're a perfectionist or you have, you know, you're hard on yourself. This is about knowing that, Virgo, nothing good, important, or enduring is obtained without great patience and discipline and skill. And you definitely have the discipline and skill, but the challenge could be here just being patient with the process, not judging yourself, knowing that your process is perfect for you. And even if things seem like they're in limbo, like maybe you feel like, Virgo, you've done a lot of the work. You're like, okay, like, aren't I done with this issue yet? Look beyond the illusion this month. Look beyond the illusion, because you're moving at actually exponential spiritual rates, in my opinion. The things that you are working on right now, I feel that you are clearing away what other signs could take years, and you'll probably do it in a matter of months. So look beyond the illusion and have belief in yourself. Have belief in your original intentions. Maybe the situation with the Ten of Swords, it threw you off. It threw you off your game plan. Like, you had your life planned out. You had it, you know, this is what it's going to look like. And you got totally thrown for a loop. And so now you're kind of second guessing yourself. You're doubting yourself. Like, was I even right in the first place? And the universe is saying, don't doubt yourself, Virgo. Trust your original intentions, but just be patient with how it's going to manifest. So meaning, if you said, yeah, I want to be married and have 3 kids by this age, and that hasn't happened in the exact way you thought, still keep your intention, but let go of the way it's going to manifest. Let go of the outcome or how you think it should look. This is also about delayed gratification, and it might be necessary to achieve what you truly desire. So I know, Virgo, I know that, you know, the sign of Virgo is all about perfection and impurity, and you have high standards and high ideals. And sometimes that's not given overnight. So the universe is saying that you have some beautiful and wonderful dreams and visions, but you might have to wait. You might have to be patient, and to know that you might have to delay your gratification in the short term to reach those things you truly desire. Don't give in to instant gratification, as tempting as it may be. If you want results, you know, just be patient, allow yourself the time you need, and to trust the process. The right attitude to have with yourself and with others. Very interesting. 5 of Swords, another strong air sign. And I feel like this is alluding to whatever this issue was. The 10 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is some type of loss, Virgo, that you have experienced with your relationships. This loss caused you maybe humiliation. It could have caused you to be tormented by it, just feeling dissatisfied. Or maybe you have done the work and, yeah, you've healed things, but you still feel discontent. You still feel like you're not exactly where you want to be. What the universe is saying is, Virgo, all of these things are working out for your good, okay? That God loves you. If there's a reason that someone was taken out of your life, there's something better for you. There's a plan. And even if it's not there yet, this is about knowing that you have to fight. You have high ideals. You have high desires and dreams, and you have to be ready to fight in order to make these circumstances a reality, okay? They're not going to just be handed to you. This is also just about being aware. If there is an air sign that you're still kind of dealing with, they could have a hidden agenda. It's just about kind of being sharp and smart and really seeing who has your best interests at heart. Because you want to be around the people that are like the cups, that are supportive and nurturing and you know, want to help you grow. So anyone that you feel is not sure, you want to stay clear of that. If something happened that was unfair, Virgo, you're going to just have to know that you have to be true to yourself. You have to stay strong. You know, as cheesy it is, I was just listening to that song by Selena Gomez, Kill 'Em With Kindness. You should check it out. Kill 'em with kindness. You know, not everyone is like you, Virgo. And, you know, you will, you know, karma, what goes around comes around. So just trust that, just stay true to yourself, do your thing, kill them with kindness, and you will accomplish all your goals and dreams. And here we go. This is what the universe says, Virgo. This month of September, what do we have? Reward. You are going to reap a reward. The 6 of Wands. This is about your success being assured. And I mean, I was kind of hesitant to do your reading because it felt intense, but you know, the best gifts in life aren't free. We have to work for them. And, you know, it's like you can get a Big Mac in a minute, or you can make a healthy salad. It takes more time, but the reward is longer term. And so this is about you reaping your rewards, Virgo. That is what you are on the path to do. That is why you are doing the work that you're doing. This is about you starting to realize your dreams, your plans. And it's going to happen, Virgo, when you least expect it. You might also, through all of this work and process that you're doing, you might have to re-examine some things. There's going to be things that are coming up to your awareness. And if you have to tweak something or reconstruct it, go with it. You know, adapt, change. If you are wondering if your hard work and efforts are ever going to pay off, they will. And it's going to happen when you're not expecting it, when, you know, others may not even be looking, but this is also assuring that people are going to recognize you, Virgo. They're going to finally say, oh my gosh, you've worked so hard. Like, what's your secret? Others are going to acknowledge your accomplishments, and this is well-deserved success.